Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to make a video about connecting to your angels or spirit guides. I remember the first time I was thinking about this topic and I really wanted to put it to the test. I always find once you kind of find a way to prove it to yourself, that really kind of anchors in the belief, and then you can kind of depend on it and use it to your advantage so that it can help you in like the day-to-day life. So the first time I tried to connect with angels, I closed my eyes and I just basically asked. I just said, angels, I want to connect with you. Show me a sign that you're real. And that's all I said. And I walked out the front door, and within like the first 10 minutes of being outside, someone walked straight over to me and handed me like a flyer, you know, like it was like advertising something, but it just had a big picture of an angel on it. And I was just like, wow. And for me, it was just an inner knowing that I always had. I always felt that there was something more, and there is a higher power that we are connected to, that we can call on for support and help whenever we need it. But just getting that confirmation in physical reality just gave me what I needed to build the connection more. So give that a try. I really recommend it. Ask, connect, take a few deep breaths, connect and ask angels for a sign, something that's going to resonate with you. I knew, because it was so random, I knew the minute that person handed me the flyer and it just had a huge angel on it, I just knew that was my sign, and I felt it. I absolutely felt it. Once that happens once, then you can feel the confidence that there is angels here to support us at all times, and all we have to do is ask. So we have free will, so they can't step in and help us unless we ask, basically. So once you have your sign and you feel that solid connection is real, then you can start to build the relationship. You know, like I find that the best way to talk to your angels or spirit guides is to literally talk to them like as if you would talk to a friend. I always just take a few deep breaths just to center myself, and then I'm just like, angels, can you send me some guidance on this, or can you send me a sign that I'm going in the right direction or that I'm on the right path? And usually a sign will pop into my mind or something will happen, and I'll just know that I've had that recognition, or I've had that kind of nudge from a higher source that's my answer, you know? Another time I felt really connected to angels was shortly after I did the connecting and asking for the sign and the message, and I got that flyer handed to me, was I got a deck of angel cards. I think they're a really nice tool to connect because it's a nice way to let a message in. So I was shuffling the deck and I had a question, and it was, you can ask like specific questions, but at this time I just said, give me a message I need to hear most at this time. And I shuffled the deck of cards and I pulled out the card love, and it said, love is coming your way, you are going to meet your soulmate. And it was red, and it was all about like passion. And I just, when I looked at the card, I didn't believe it. When I first started, I just didn't believe it. I was a bit like cynical, so I put the card back in the deck and shuffled it again, like really shuffled it, and asked the same question and pulled out the card, and it was the same card, love, this exact same card. And I did it a third time, and the same card came out again. My mind was blown. It was literally like, this is your message, like accept it, you know? And it was just like another sign, like that couldn't have been a coincidence. And that was about a week before I actually met my husband. So the message just felt so relevant. And you don't know what's going to come or how it's going to come. So the cards just give you that sort of idea, you know? The most important part is to make sure that you create space to let the answer in. So the answer usually comes in forms of inspiration. Like idea will just come to your mind that you haven't ever thought of. You know, when you're connecting to the angels, you're actually shifting your vibrational state, and you're allowing inspiration from higher levels of consciousness to come to you. So that's how you can come up with ideas that you never thought were possible, or it's like thoughts just get implanted into your mind. So when you do ask for guidance, make sure that you just give space for the answer to come. It might just pop into your head, a song might come into your head, you might a word on the television or on an advertisement might just catch your eye that will spark an idea. There's different ways that it can come to you, so just let it in and don't be attached to it coming to you, the message coming to you in a specific way. Know that it can come in multiple ways. Something else then that I tried was focusing on a particular symbol. So you can pick a symbol. For me, I chose a feather because for me, like a white feather would represent angels. So I focused on a white feather, and in my mind said, angels, present me with the symbol of a white feather. And sometimes you can do it as well. Like if it's a yes, send me a feather, you know? If you can't make up your mind on something, or you need help understanding something, or you want to know if what you're doing is right, you can literally say, send me a white feather if what I'm doing is on the right path for me, for my highest good. I did that, and as soon as I was walking to work, I seen the word feather right in front of me. I seen a white feather on the ground. I saw a feather on a billboard. It was like feathers everywhere, and I just got this like tingling sensation. I think to people who haven't made that connection, maybe you would think it's coincidence. But the difference that for me, that I know it's a message from angels, is that I connected, and you can feel it. You can feel it. It's almost like shocking. Like, for example, one time I tried to start focusing on abundance because I wanted to manifest money. And I just wrote in my journal that I am attracting and manifesting abundance today. And I just focused on it for a second. It doesn't take much. And as soon as I walked out the door, I found €20 on the ground. And it was just a sign for me that the momentum was building in the right direction. Like it's not, it can't be coincidental that the one day I choose to focus on abundance and receiving money, that I find €20 on the ground, which that hasn't happened to me in forever. So it's a combination of connecting to a higher power, along with also connecting to your intuition, your higher self, and building up that momentum and focus. So together with all of that and the sensation, like the sensation that you feel when you see it, you're just like, wow, oh my God, I can't believe that this actually happened, is enough to strengthen that connection and for you to feel it's real. And for me, that was how I knew that angels are real. And from then on, I can then use that to my advantage. Because even just having that practice of being able to connect and ask the questions really helps me to feel supported, that I'm not alone and that I can call in for help and guidance whenever I need it. And you can actually feel the sensation. Another thing that I did one time was I was having like a particularly emotional evening. Something bad had just happened to me, and I couldn't stop crying, and I just felt so isolated, and I felt very alone. And then I just felt like this thought come into my mind of like, call in the angels. And as soon as I did it, I closed my eyes and I literally felt my whole body as if it was like rocking back and forth in the bed. And I could feel like as if I was surrounded by millions of people. Do you know that sort of feeling when it feels like there's lots of people inside the room? That's what I felt like. It was just like I was surrounded by love, and I was surrounded by support, and just this overwhelming feeling of energy that cares about me. And I just felt rocking. It was like the bed was moving, and I fell asleep, and I remember just falling asleep, having the best sleep ever. And I woke up feeling like I could take on anything. Like I just felt like I was so much more powerful, you know? So sometimes it can be like a shift in perspective, you know, to realize that you're actually not alone. Think about it, like it's how, even if you were to use your logical mind, it's very unlikely that we're alone in the universe. And even if you have a strong meditation practice, I'm sure you've felt it, a sensation of oneness, of connectedness, of feeling like there's so much more than what's right in front of me. So it's just a wonderful feeling, and I really wanted to share that with you guys. Let me know in the comments down below if you've had an experience like this, maybe if you've had a mystical experience, or how do you connect to angels or guides, what works for you, or if you want to try my practice, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please remember to like and hit the bell icon so you can be notified when I put out new videos. Until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.